Hi, Scooty07 here, and welcome to Sepang here in Malaysia for round 1 of the Anime Grand Prix. And boy, is it a sunny day here today for our drivers. 5.5 kilometers around this track, 15 turns, 5 to the left, 10 to the right. And with all that, let's see how our drivers lined up on the grid, shall we? Starting off in pole position is Risa, and lining up beside her is Issei. Next up is Yoko Kurama, and lining up beside him is Rias. Futaba takes 5th, and lining up next to her is her teammate Joker. Ahir DNF'd in Q3, taking a grid penalty, going to 7th place. Yu also crashed out in Q1, puts him in 8th place, and Sora and Riku line up side by side at the back of the grid. 3 tire compounds that we have today. We have a soft, a medium, and a wet. Our drivers are on the soft tires. 4 of them decided to go to the soft. The other remaining 6 decided to use the standard tires for this. So those on the soft get a +1 bonus to their roll. And with that, 3 laps around this track, and it's lights out, and away we go. For Risa, who takes her initial 3. Issei moves up just the normal 2. We now go to Yoko, who just gets the initial 2 for that. And next up it's Rias. Rias just goes forward the 1. Joker moves up 2. Futaba goes to the center, takes up the 2 spots there. Ahir gets a just moves up 1. Yu takes the full 3. And Sora goes up 1, and then Riku also brings up the reel with a 1. With that. Alright, we move to the next turn lineup. As we head to the first corner there of our 3-lap race. Now, all of our drivers also will get 4 repair points to use in the pits for the entire race. Let's see. Yoko goes up to 3 and crosses the line, so he's actually officially started the race. Started his first lap. And Joker moving up. Ooh. And that's safe. Thought Futaba was going to lose a point of damage there for ending so close to that. Ahir coming up. And goes to the center. Doesn't want to take the chance with the damage on that. I don't blame them on that part. Alright. As we now head probably into the first corner, we have Risa does take that full 9, so she has her 1 stop in there. That first corner is a 2 stop. And Issei coming up right behind. Kurama goes to third gear and rolls an 8. And puts him in the... moves him up into second place on that. Joker. Getting out there as well. Alright, Futaba goes to the outside part of the track there. And it is Rias' turn. Who moves the full 6 on that, and you. Ooh, crashes into Rias, takes a body wheel point. Got to be careful about that because all of our racers have a certain number of body wear points. Once they lose all those body wear points, they are out of the race. And that is something we don't want. I want them to finish the race. I don't want to see anyone crash out. So Sora, it's that, and Riku comes up right behind. So Risa living a little dangerously, but makes the mandatory 2. Turns can always be a little hectic because people can always crowd up in them. We got a 6 from Joker. And that is a safe there. Not taking the full 8. You don't have to... That +1 penalty. Ooh, and Futaba takes a damage. And goes to this... Just gonna take the 8. Doesn't have to go the full 9. And everyone moving to the outside part of the track. Now that little mark on the track there, that becomes a hazard, and if our drivers go over that part at any part of the race, at any time of the race, they have to do a suspension check. Oop. Yeah, that sad means I moved it 1 too many spaces. Ooh, and rolls an 11. Moves up, too. So we're recalculating on that. So 8 moves up a few spots there. So now that Risa has completed her mandatory 2, just going to move the full 10. And next we go to Kurama, or Yoko, who also gets his 2 stop. And Issei playing it safe with a 3. See how that works. An 8. Futaba already down to 2 body wear points and is safe on that. Joker dropping down in the second gear. Takes the 3. He does take the full 3. No damage check there. And playing it a little. We got a 7 from Rias. Has to go all the way to the inside part of that turn and does right there, 7. And avoids the oil on the trap. We have a 6 from Ari. And that is a safe spot there. That is not a pitfall. To quote from... And 7 brings up the reel. Now, we've got to... Let's take a look here. With the reset. 5 plus 5. So she's going to choose to stay in 4th gear. We'll see how that works out for her. Ooh, excuse me there. And she moves the full 13. Alright. Plays it safe. Goes with that. Didn't want to overshoot. I don't blame you on... I don't blame Joker on that. But... Yoko retakes that position there. Next up is Rias with a 3. Kuramo? Issei with a 6. And he overshoots. So he's going to take the tire wheel point. Now, overshooting it by 1, if you're in a standard 1 stop, it would cost you 1 tire wear point, and that is an 8. Ooh. And Futaba takes another... Someone took a body wear point on that one. And we have a 4. Ooh, Rias took that. Rias took the body wear point of damage. On that. Seven. Alright, and that is indeed and Sora and Riku are falling a little bit behind. We've got Risa all the way out there, who perfectly skids right into that. So Yoko, 20 goes to 5th gear, and our weather condition has changed from rainy to cloudy. That means for those of them, from sunny to cloudy, really not much of that difference there. Goes to the center lane for this. Oh, go back. There we go. It's probably gonna have to drop to third or... Alright, we have a 10. Yep. And that is an 8. It's gonna have to go over that. We're gonna go 9. So, and that is a safe. Yeah, he's gonna go the full 8. And then we have Rias. Ahir with a 4. I would like to see that. I'd like to see Ahir with a racing skin. I mean, they have an idol skin for her. Oop. They have an idol skin for her. It's like, why not do one for racing? We have a 4 from our 2 players at the back, Riku and Sora. I was about to say Riku and Kairi. With that. Alright. Well, Reset. Going ahead the full 10. Is it making full... Now, if Reset decides to stay on that, there is penalties for that. And Kurama is just going to drop... And we have a 7. Ooh, and just gets that in there. That's 16. From... And just gets that in there, too. Joker staying in 4th gear, does not want to chance it. Goes the full 12. Futaba gets a 12 as well. But Futaba gets a slipstream. She gets 3 additional spots. And she's going to take the full 3. Alright, nice going there. Nice use of strategy for Futaba. If a car is in 4th gear or higher, they can choose to use a slipstream to gain 3 additional bonus points. 3 additional spaces moved. You're not really doing so well. That Ahir gets an 8. We have an 8 here. And a 2. Didn't want, you didn't want to overshoot it, because if you overshoot it, bad things can happen. Rosette gets a 4, and she chooses to go the 5. She gets that +1 bonus going to 5. Kurama gets a 10, goes to the center lane. Then gets a 10 2-stop coming up there. And car 6, pulls up. We have an 8. 8 plus 1, let's see. Just only chooses to go the full 8. Joker gets an 8 as well. And pulls up right beside there, not there. We have a 12. Moves to the outside. Ahir gets rolls a 10. So she moves forward 10 spaces there. And we have you Nakamura. I mean, yeah, you. You Nakamura gets the 13. With that. And is safe. Car 8 gets the full on that, and I believe that is Sora brings up the rear on that. Alright. Rosette's gonna stay in 3rd gear. And goes full the full 7, completing the 2-stop in that. Issei dropping down into 3rd gear, gets the 5. Kurama also dropping to 3rd. Ooh, and crashes into the other driver there. Takes a body wear point. It's going to go the full 7. And we have an 8 there from Joker. Joker takes the full 8. And Rias gets a 7. And it's going to take the the tire wear point on that. Alright, we'll finish out this turn here and end the video at the end of the turn. We have a 12. Ooh, and just gets in there. You catching up. Pulling some Michael Schumacher stuff there. And Ahir right behind there. Car 8, 12. Let's see if there's a way that these guys can catch up. Alright. So, that ends our video for today and the line up. As of right now, it is the way that you see it there. So join us next time as we continue on with Group A here in Malaysia. At Sepang International, the first race of the Anime Grand Prix. Until then, I'm Sukune007. We'll see you next time for more of Group A action on the Anime Grand Prix. So long, everyone.